Good morning. Welcome back to the Spoonie Files. This is Sandra, aka Kitty. I'm here today with the third edition that actually was supposed to be the first edition. The question comes from my IG Spoonie fan, Miss Lucy in the Sky, and I actually forgot that I meant to make this the very first question that I answered week 1, so I apologize, but hopefully better late than never. And Miss Lucy's question is, how do you tell your friends or family that you can't come to things you always used to love to do because of your health, especially without apologizing, because that's not healthy as you haven't got anything to apologize for? It's something I struggled with until recently, and I'm still working on losing the I'm sorry part. I actually think that this is a really great question, especially for noobs. And this is going to be a really short video because my answer is that you really don't have to do anything. The onus is actually on your family and friends. And here's why. I'm going to give you an example. If you were pregnant and you were going through really bad morning sickness and you really didn't feel like going to the birthday party or whatever it was, everybody would understand. They would expect you to be a little bit selfish and, you know, go ahead and rest and put your feet up, or can I get you a glass of water, or whatever it is. They would be able to empathize and understand that, you know, you really aren't feeling well. And so sure, of course, go ahead and rest, and of course go ahead and put your feet up. But people don't seem to be able to do that with chronic illnesses because they're invisible illnesses. You don't look sick, and so you're saying that you're sick and that you don't feel well and you can't participate. And it sounds like a load of crap, basically. They have all kinds of things going through their heads that, you know, it's all in your mind is the big one. That, you know, if you would just eat healthier, you would feel better, or if you prayed more, you would feel better, or you're a hypochondriac, or you're actually mentally ill, all kinds of things, instead of, you know, you're actually not feeling well. And sure, go ahead and relax and put your feet up and take a nap or whatever. What really needs to happen here is that yours and mine, our family and friends, need to be a little bit more proactive in understanding invisible chronic illnesses and what we're going through. That is what the struggle is in raising awareness. And maybe the answer to your question is that you can try to help raise awareness with your family and friends about what you're actually going through. I think that if they were a little bit more knowledgeable, they would be a little bit more understanding, and then that would allow them to be a little more empathetic to what you're going through, and that it's not a game. And it's not just something you're saying to get out of participating. So the number 1 answer is raise awareness, and the answer number 2 is try to work harder on not apologizing. You really shouldn't be apologizing for things that you're not sorry for. What needs to be understood is that this is not something that you chose. This is not something that you're doing. This is not a lifestyle choice that you've made. This is something that is happening to you. And so if anybody needs to be sorry, they need to be a little bit sorry that this has happened to you. And I'm sorry that you're going through this. Not, I'm sorry that I can't participate in today's events. And so I hope that answered your question. I know this is a very short video, but it's the best answer that I have to give, because it's actually what I think needs to happen. And so until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. Ciao.